You never know when an extraordinary story is about to begin. Often it happens quietly, without warning on an ordinary day when no one expects anything out of the ordinary. That is exactly what happened with Tilly, a sweet and gentle Labrador retriever who, without knowing it, was about to make history. Her story began like any other, but it quickly became something unforgettable, something that captured the hearts of millions of people all over the world. When Tilly's family prepared to leave her in the care of Dr. Boxall, an experienced pet sitter, everything seemed perfectly planned. The owner assured him that there was nothing to worry about. The due date for the puppies was still several days away. The vet had estimated she would deliver close to September 3rd, and everything suggested there was no chance the birth would happen during her stay. According to the family, Tilly was expected to have around 7 puppies, which is normal for Labradors. It would be a happy event, but not an overwhelming one. With that reassurance, Tilly's family left. The house grew quiet. Tilly settled in, calm and trusting, her warm brown eyes shining with her usual gentleness. Everything felt peaceful, predictable, safe. But life rarely goes exactly as planned, and nature often has surprises waiting just around the corner. At first, it was subtle. Tilly began to pace slightly, shifting her weight from side to side, as if she couldn't find a comfortable position. She let out soft whimpers, little sighs that revealed something was stirring inside her. Then her breathing changed, deeper, faster, almost as if she was preparing herself. The atmosphere in the room shifted, the way the air changes before a storm. What had been an ordinary evening was about to turn into a long, unforgettable night. And then it began. The first puppy arrived, tiny and fragile, wrapped in the miracle of new life. There is something breathtaking about seeing the first moments of a puppy's existence. The trembling little body, the faint squeak, the instinct to search for warmth. The pet sitter, wide-eyed and nervous, did his best to help, gently placing the newborn close to Tilly so she could lick it clean. Her maternal instincts instantly awakened. The pet sitter, wide-eyed and nervous, did his best to help, gently placing the newborn close to Tilly so she could lick it clean. Her maternal instincts instantly awakened. Minutes passed, and another puppy arrived, and then another. The hours stretched on one after another, as the night filled with soft cries and the sound of new life entering the world. The count rose higher and higher. 7 puppies, then 8, then 9. Dr. Boxall could hardly believe what he was seeing. By the time 10 puppies had arrived, he was stunned. But Tilly wasn't finished. She kept going, determined, strong, and full of the quiet courage that mothers show when it matters most. After 15 intense hours, the unbelievable had happened. Tilly had delivered 14 puppies. 14 tiny, beautiful, wriggling puppies, each one with its own little squeak, its own heartbeat, its own will to live. The room that had once been quiet was now alive with sound and motion, filled with warmth and energy that seemed to radiate from every corner. Not every moment was easy. 2 of the puppies did not survive. It was a heartbreaking reminder of how delicate life can be at its beginning, and the loss was deeply felt. But 12 healthy puppies remained, strong and eager, their presence filling the house with hope and wonder. For Dr. Boxall, the experience was overwhelming. He had been told that nothing would happen, that this would be just another ordinary stay. Instead, he had witnessed the miracle of life, again and again, 14 times in one night. He admitted later that the experience touched him so deeply that he wanted to adopt one of the puppies himself, unable to let go of the bond he felt after sharing such an extraordinary journey. The emotions in the room were impossible to describe fully. There was exhaustion, of course, but also laughter, joy, and tears of relief. Tilly, though tired, was calm and proud, surrounded by her little family. She licked them gently, guiding them toward her warmth, making sure every one of them was cared for. It was the picture of pure, unconditional love, the kind that doesn't need words. And then, the story escaped the walls of that house. Shared on TikTok, the videos of Tilly and her incredible litter spread across the internet. Millions of people from every corner of the world watched in awe. They left comments filled with amazement, tenderness, and admiration. There was something universal in what they were seeing. The miracle of birth, the power of motherhood, and the surprise of life when it takes an unexpected turn. What had started as a simple night of pet sitting had become a story that united strangers across the globe. It is worth remembering just how rare Tilly's story really is. 14 puppies are a lot, far more than the average Labrador litter. And yet it is not the record. In 2004, a dog in Britain gave birth to 24 puppies, the largest known litter in the country. But records and numbers are not what make Tilly's story special. What makes it extraordinary is the unexpected, the way life suddenly changed in a moment when no one was prepared, and the way love and resilience carried everyone through it. Tilly's story is also a gentle reminder of the responsibility we carry when caring for animals. Surprises happen. Birth can arrive early, emergencies can unfold, and nature will not always follow our plans. What matters most is being present, being patient, and being willing to provide comfort and care when it is needed most. Dr. Boxall may not have expected to act as a midwife that night, but he rose to the occasion, showing patience and calmness even as the hours dragged on. In the end, his care helped ensure that 12 puppies survived and thrived. Imagine the scene now, 12 tiny puppies, curled up together in a warm little pile, breathing softly, twitching as they dream their first dreams. Their mother lies beside them, her eyes heavy but proud, her body wrapped protectively around her litter. The room is filled with a sense of peace, of completeness, as if the world itself pauses for a moment to admire this new life. It is a sight that words can barely capture, but one that stays forever in the memory of those who see it. Sometimes what you least expect becomes what you cherish the most. Tilly's story is not only about puppies, it is about resilience, about the surprises that make life so unpredictable, and about the bond between humans and animals. It shows us that beauty can emerge even in the midst of exhaustion and uncertainty. It teaches us that no matter how much we plan, nature always has the last word. In the end, what began as a simple act of pet sitting turned into a global story of love, perseverance, and new beginnings. Tilly and her puppies remind us that every day has the potential to bring something extraordinary, even if it arrives in the most unexpected of ways. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all, that within life's surprises, we often find blessings we never imagined.